Hey ladies, welcome to the Beachbody Coaching One-on-One Challenge, day number 9. Today we are going to talk about building brand new and really how you can develop your personal brand. Now, this is a question I am asked about a lot, and it's one of those things that sometimes, it's hard for me to necessarily tell people exactly how they need to do things. But I think that there are some steps that you should take to determine what your personal brand is. So here's the deal. I'm going to give you 6 steps today. So I want you to grab your notebook, take some notes on how you can build brand new and some things that you need to think about when you're sitting down and really brainstorming what your brand is going to look like. So step 1 is take personal inventory. Write down what makes you special. Who are you? For me, it's being a wife, being a Christian, being just passionate about women's ministry, being a big sister, working in a really secular culture. The list goes on and on of the things that kind of make Caroline, right? So take personal inventory. What makes you, you? And number 2, what is it that makes you memorable and makes you stand out? Like, what is it about you that makes people attracted to you? For some people, it could be, that you just have this amazing knowledge of nutrition and you know a lot about whole foods and superfoods, and people are just always wanting to ask you questions about nutrition. For some people, it might be that you're just super outgoing and happy all the time and you're very motivating. Everybody has different things that make them special. So, what is it about you that makes you memorable and makes you stand out? Step 3, think of other personal brands that you can relate to. So, what brands do you identify with? What are they doing that makes you identify with them? One thing I tell everybody is to find a coach, find a style blogger who has nothing to do with fitness, and watch what they do. If it's find someone you like in another realm, in another industry, who's huge on social media or huge on Twitter, huge on their blog, and look for things that they are doing and think about how you can use those ideas in your fitness business. So, think about other brands that you can relate to. Step 4, ask yourself what your image says about you. What is it about your image, your Instagram feed, your Facebook page, your blog? What does it say about you? Here's the deal. I'm going to let you in on a little insight. When I created Fit for His Glory, my goal is that I wanted it to kind of have this really trendy, really kind of like not hipster vibe, but kind of just like a free people, like Anthropology-ish vibe, okay? And because personally, that's just my personal style, and that's the kind of stuff that I like. So the people that are attracted to me are typically, gonna be attracted to that kind of style. So if you go to my website, a lot of my pictures on my website were taken in this really old, cool cabin that's like very wooded, and I love nature. So a lot of my pictures are of beautiful sceneries and places I've been and just cool things like that. So I think that you've got to really look at that stuff. You've got to think about what your image says about you and who you are and what do you enjoy. Do you love going and doing things outdoors, kayaking and hiking? And, I love going on walks with people. I go on multiple walks every single week. So what is it that makes you you? And what does your image say about you? Because here's the deal, when someone goes to your website or goes to your newsfeed on Instagram, they should be able to take one good look at all your pictures and get a really good idea of who you are. So you need to make sure that your posts are really mixed up and that you are speaking to your image every single time that you post something. Step 5, you should be able to identify with a particular group of people. So you need to make sure that there is a large group of people that's going to be able to identify you. With me, my Instagram is called Fit for His Glory. And so obviously I am attracting believers. I'm attracting women who love Jesus, who ultimately want him to come in their life and free them up from whatever bondage they're in with health and fitness, and for them to live out of an overflow of that. And so I identify with that group of people. I identify with women. I don't really identify with women who have kids. Not that I don't want them as a part of my challenges. I'm not saying that. I love for them to be in my challenge groups, but I can't really speak to that because I'm not a mom. So be able to identify with a particular group. And step 6 is write out how you would describe your personal brand. So have a little, here's how I would describe my personal brand, kind of a mission statement, so to speak, okay? So on there, you should have that in your bio. So mine is helping women get fit and healthy by committing their bodies to God. Done. That's who I am. And then I have a verse, Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. So you need to have that mission statement, or the way that you describe your personal brand, because everything you do should go back to that personal brand and who it is that you say you are. So I want to remind you of the 6 steps one more time. Take personal inventory. I want you to sit down today and take personal inventory of who you are. Step 2, what is it that makes you memorable and makes you stand out? Step 3, think of other personal brands that you relate to. What is it that makes you attracted to that company or that brand? Step 4, asking yourself what your image says about who you are. Step 5, be able to identify with a particular group. And step 6, write out how you would describe your personal brand. Now, I want for you ladies to sit down today and do this, no matter if you are an Emerald coach and you've been a coach for months, or if you are a brand new coach and you're sitting down and you're trying to come up with what your brand is going to look like and what your brand name will be. Everything that you do needs to come back to your personal brand, and this is going to help you determine what your personal brand should look like. Now, remember to be you times 2, okay? Be proud of who you are. Share it, love it, own it. Don't let anybody tell you that what you are is not good enough, because guess what, it is, and somebody is going to relate to you. So I want for you guys to really own this, and I hope this is a great challenge for you today. So I'm looking forward to your comments in the below. I'm going to post what the different steps are, and that way you can copy and paste them and make sure that you fill those out and then put them in the comments below. Hope you have a great day.